Okay, hello students. Today I will discuss about the force on a moving charge in a magnetic field. So to find out the force acting on a moving charge particle in a magnetic field B, then we have to consider here a plus Q charge is moving with velocity v in the yz plane with making an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field B. Here B is acting along the z axis, and when we write the component of the velocity v, so we can write v cos theta, that is parallel to the direction B, magnetic field B, and v sin theta component along the y axis. So v cos theta and v sin theta, these are the perpendicular components of the velocity of the charged particle moving in the yz plane. Okay, now force is acting on this charged particle Q. It is along the x-axis. Say it is equal to F. So it is found that the force acting on the charged particle, it is always directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge. That is equation number 1. Similarly, the force acting on the charged particle, again it is directly proportional to the strength of the magnetic field. So force directly proportional to the strength of the magnetic field, that is equation number 2. And then next, the force, it is also directly proportional to the perpendicular component of the velocity with the direction of the magnetic field. It means it is v sin theta. Since v sin theta, it is the normal component with respect to the direction of the magnetic field. So it is equation number 3. Now combine all these three equations, we will get F proportional to Q B V sin theta. So if we remove that proportionality sign, that we have to write some constant. Say it is equal to some constant k. So k q b v sin theta. When we find out the value of k in SI unit, so k will be equal to here 1. Therefore, the magnitude of force acting on the charged particle in the magnetic field B is given by q b v sin theta. And this equation can be written in terms of vector notation. Therefore, vector F will be equal to q v cross b vector, because it is a bv, it is the multiplication with the sin theta. So the v cross b will be equal to bv sin theta. So we can write like this. And this is the force acting on the charged particle. This force is also named as Lorentz magnetic force. It is also called Lorentz magnetic force. It is also called Lorentz magnetic force. So suppose it is equation number 1, because the force is acting on the moving charged particle in the magnetic field. After that, we can find out the cases for the how much force is acting on the charged particle. So in cases when the angle in between the velocity and magnetic field in V and B, supposing number 1, when theta equal to 0 degree or 180 degree. So when you put the 0 and 180 degree in this expression, so sine 0 and sine 180 both will be equal to 0. So in that condition, force will be equal to 0. And second situation is when theta equal to 90 degree. So when put here sine theta equal to 90 degree, so the value of force will be equal to q v b, because sine 90 will be equal to 1. So maximum force is acting when the charged particle is moving perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Means if the velocity component is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field, so maximum force is acting on the charged particle. Similarly, we have to write the expression for the force on a moving charge in electric field. That is the second expression. Expression number 2, force on moving charge in an electric field. So we have to earlier discuss here in unit number 1 how much force is acting. So directly we can write here F will be equal to Q into E vector. So such amount of force is acting on the charged particle. So it is known as electric force acting on the charged particle. When the equation number first and equation number second, if we add these two equations, so we have to write the total force acting on the charged particle, and that total force is known as total Lorentz force. That is called total Lorentz force acting on the charged particle. F vector will be equal to Q E vector plus the force acting on in the magnetic field, that is Q V cross B vector, and this is the final equation number 3rd, and this third final equation, it represents the total Lorentz force acting on the moving charged particle. Okay, so this is the article when moving charged particle is moving in the magnetic field, maybe in the electric field, so we can find out the total force acting on the charged particle. Okay, after that in the next video we will discuss about the when velocity component and v both are perpendicular to each other, then how much force is acting, what will be the path followed by the charged particle, and after that we have to find out the and then time period, how much time period is taken to complete one revolution by the charged particle in the magnetic field. Okay, that will be that you have to see in the next video. Thank you.